We're going to be interested in solving what are called proportions. And before we can even try to do that, we need to say, what is this thing? What is a proportion? A proportion is a statement. It's an equation that tells us that two ratios are equal. It's a statement, and like any statement, it can be either true or false. So for example, the proportion 2/7 equals 5/9 is false, because in fact those ratios are not equal. If I have 7 blue cards for every 2 red cards, then if I have 9 blue cards, I'll have way less than 5 red cards. On the other hand, 3/4 equals 6/8 is true. Why? Because we can multiply this numerator and denominator by 2 to get this numerator and denominator. How do we understand proportions? We can understand a proportion as being like an analogy. We can read my true proportion up here, 3/4 equals 6/8, as 3:4, as 6 is to 8. So just to practice this idea, I'm going to have you write a sentence from a proportion. Don't really worry about whether the proportion is true or false. Just write down the sentence. Write 8/5 equals 4/2.5 as a sentence. Pause the video and try this now. Alright, as a sentence, this says 8:5 as 4:2.5. I'm also going to have you translate one of these sentences into a proportion. Again, don't worry about whether it's true or not. Just write down the proportion. Write the proportion 7:3 as 5:2. Pause the video and try this one now. Alright, 7:3, the ratio 7:3, as 5:2. That's the ratio 5:2. One thing I'd like you to notice about proportions, we prefer to write proportions in fraction notation. It's going to be more convenient for some steps that we're going to take later.